Well, y'all, welcome back. Thanks for clicking on this video. I'm not even 100% sure where to begin. Most of you, or a lot of you, know that I haven't been able to work. I've been home since the weekend, right before the Saturday, right before Thanksgiving. I had to go to the ER. I was out working, driving on the road, and I was a few nights before that. Uh, I had a trip before that. Uh, I was having very bad pains in my leg, one of my legs, and I came home. Was at home for a couple of nights. One night I was home. I got woke up in the middle of the night uh, with extreme chest pains, like somebody had been sitting on my chest for a long period of time. About an hour went by. I just laid there and tossed and turned, and finally it kind of went away a little bit. Woke up the next morning, or that following morning, and it was hard to take a deep breath. Then the rest of the day it was fine. I just couldn't take a deep breath, and I thought maybe I had stopped breathing in my sleep too long, and again, so that's why I thought that it just was something from that. So I went on, didn't worry about it. Went to sleep. I made a trip, come back home, a 1 day trip, and then that night, went to sleep. I got woke up again, and this time it was extreme pain. My right arm was numb. Had a stabbing pain in my shoulder, and maybe 2 hours went by. I just couldn't sleep, and I almost got up and went to the ER, and I just laid there for a little while, just took it easy, didn't get up, and finally dozed back off, went back to sleep, woke up again that morning, and same thing, pain in my chest. I was having constant pain, constant soreness, and then a deep breath, hurt really bad, and went on, walked around doing some things, getting ready to go out on another trip, and I got winded very easy. Like, I walked out to my truck and back to the house, and it was like I had ran for probably 30 minutes. So I got going down the road. Was headed to Odessa, and about halfway down, the pain started getting a little bit worse, and it was more than just when I took a deep breath. So I thought at that time that maybe I wasn't getting enough oxygen that I needed. So I thought, well, when I get back, I'll go get checked out. And about 3.5 hours into the trip, the pain moved from the center of my chest down into the right side of my body, and it hurt to take a breath of air. It hurt. So I called an ambulance out. I went to the next truck stop. I was about 5 miles away, and I told them to meet me at that truck stop. It's the quickest way to get somewhere. And so I drove on to that truck stop, and at this time I thought I was just not getting enough oxygen that I needed. Because I couldn't take deep breaths, I had to take very shallow. And they checked me out, checked my blood pressure, my oxygen levels, everything was fine. So I thought maybe I'm dehydrated. I had no idea. So they begged me to go to the emergency room. I told them no. I had to deliver that camper. I wasn't going. So I sat there for a few minutes, and I waited. Probably 30 minutes went by, and the pain started to subside. It started to go away, and then I continued on down the road, and then sure enough, about probably 35 minutes, I felt the pains no longer on my side, and it moved back up into my chest. So I thought, well, I don't know what it was, but thank goodness. I drove on another 3 hours. I got to Odessa to deliver the camper. And I got out to start unhooking it, and I stretched or did something, turned the wrong way, I don't know what. And all of a sudden, it was like a sharp pain right back into my right side of my body, the upper part of my body. And I right away I couldn't do, I couldn't talk, I couldn't move, nothing. Uh, so I got them people to unload the camper. They did all the work. They got it unloaded, and I went straight to the ER. And they ran tests, did chest X-rays, blood work, and then they did a CAT scan. And they initially come back, and at this time, like I said, it was the worst pain I've ever imagined being in. I couldn't breathe. The minute if I held my breath, the pain wasn't there. But the second I took the smallest air breath in, it was like I was getting stabbed all over my side, my back, just the worst pain ever. I had no clue what was going on. And after they did the first two tests, the chest X-ray and the labs, they came back and they said they couldn't find nothing. And I told them, I said, I don't know what it is, but there's something's wrong. Uh, it's not nothing. Something's wrong. And they said, well, we're waiting on the CAT scan. So anyways, they come back with a CAT scan after probably 5-10 minutes after that. And he pulled the chair up and sat down and said that I had pulmonary embolism. I didn't know what that was. He said, I'm getting winded. It's hard to talk for long periods of times. But I had no clue what that was. And he said I have multiple blood clots on my lungs, both lungs. And I wasn't sure what to do or what was next or nothing. I just he said I was very lucky. He said you're real lucky that you're still here. And it was a lot of pain. And then I didn't know what was going to happen, what was going on next. I didn't know. It was not really a good. It's not really a good feeling at all. It's not really a good feeling at all, not knowing what's going on, what's going to happen. I watched my grandpa have a heart attack. We was at the hospital with him, and I was feeling the same way that I saw that he was going through. So I wasn't sure what was going on with me at that time. And it's really not easy to it was very hard because my daughter's old enough, she can kind of cope with things. And then my littlest son is young enough that he wouldn't be affected as much, but for Titus, it wouldn't be so good. For Titus, it wouldn't be good because he'd be really lost. He's really close. He cares a lot, and we're close. Well, I'm close to all of them, but I think it would be the hardest on him. And it would be hard on my daughter too, my other son. I'm not saying it wouldn't be. The youngest one's young enough to not let it affect too much. And then Trinity's old enough to be able to get through it. But these are all the things I had to sit there and think about. And then Haley, what is she going to do? I know it wouldn't be easy on her either. So I just kept on. I wasn't feeling the worst. I wasn't dreading the worst. Because I'm not afraid to die. I wasn't sure if I was going to. I just knew I couldn't. That was my main thing. Is I can't. So I kept on, even though it was, I don't know, this was going on for roughly 45 minutes to an hour. The pain that I was in this time, it wasn't going away, and it hurt so bad to even lay down. I almost told him to stop with the CAT scan because I couldn't lay down. It hurt so bad, but I knew the only way to get it done and to find out what was going on was to lay down. and I was in so much pain that when they had got me set back up, they raised me back up. I couldn't even move on my own. I had to be helped. So one of the nurses, she had tears in her eyes, and I know it was because she could tell how much pain that I was in. But they found out what was wrong. They gave me some medicine through an IV to help the pain, and a short time later, maybe 20 minutes after that, the pain started slowing down, and then it went back to, I was aching all over, but it only hurt when I took a deep breath in. Not even as much as a deep breath, but more than a quick breath. Any more than that, then it was shooting pains again, or still. But they found out what was wrong, told me I needed to be on blood thinners, gave me, said I need to be like Eliquis, said I need to take it 20 milligrams a day. And he said at least for the next 3 months I'd be taking it. And then they said, you're ready to go. So he said that she'll be in with your first dose here in a minute, and then you can go. I didn't know what to do. I could barely walk. I could barely move my arms, put my shirt on. I said, okay. So I took the first dose and left there. Got lost. I couldn't even find my way out of the hospital. Got lost. Went out some back door somewhere. And I'm in Odessa. I don't even know where I'm going. When I got out, I went around, I walked, and I finally went to a traffic light, and then I noticed where I was at. I could see the entrance that I walked in. So then I knew where my truck was from there. Went and got a motel room. Stayed the night there. It hurt. Just to walk around was extremely painful. Anyways, Trinity and Glenn had come down, drove me back. They picked me up the next day on Sunday and drove me back home. And went to the doctor up here, and she said the same thing. She looked at the results that I got from the ER. Told me to go home. I wasn't. She said, you ain't driving no more. You're going home, and you're going to stay home and don't do anything, because at any time the blood clots, one of them could come loose and go straight to my brain, and they already went through my heart and then into my lungs. So she said, don't do anything. And then she said, stay calm, don't get worked up. And my first thought was, I got all these people at home that count on me, and then you just said I can't even work anymore, and then you tell me I'm not supposed to get worked up. So that was yeah, how am I supposed to not get worked up? But I'll take a break real quick. Sorry about that. I get winded a lot. But anyways, I came home. I've been taking it easy. The pain, probably a week and a half went by, and the pain, the major, extreme pain started to go away. She did give me pain medicine while I was there. I tried to not take them after the third day, and it was a bad idea, so I did take them a little bit more. I don't have to have them anymore. I'm not in. If I stretch or take a deep breath or something, then I do have a pain. Other than that, it's all very tight. Just everything feels very tensed up. And I went. I've done nothing. I've sat around. I started maybe a few days ago, a week, something. About 2.5 weeks had went by, and if I'm sitting down and just I'm trying to find something to make money on my phone, and so if I'm sitting down doing nothing, I feel pretty well, just about almost normal. If I get up to do anything, I tried on Sunday. I got up and was trying to do some stuff outside, just walking around, and I was having help do the actual work, and I was just walking around. and about an hour went by, and I got dizzy, hard to see. I got a headache, just no energy to even walk, and that's how it is. Every time if I get up to try to do anything, that's it. A short time goes by, and then the rest of the day is bad. Some days I wake up and I'm off. I just don't feel. Uh, some days I'm extremely cold. Other days I'm normal. Uh, just some days I wake up and the whole day I'm just blurred. I can't see hardly. My vision's blurry. I can't really think straight. Uh, the next day it'll be normal. So that's not. It's probably I'm thinking that's the medicine I'm on, the Eliquis, and I'm for that reason I'm hoping I can get off of it sometime. That and then it's $500 a month. I'm hoping I can get off. I did go yesterday. I had an appointment. I went last week. I went and had more blood work done, another CAT scan done. Then I went to see the lung specialist yesterday, and he was looking over the images, finding out what was wrong, and the first thing he could say was, "You're lucky to still be here." He said, "You're really lucky," and I feel lucky. I luck. The grace of God is why I'm still here. I've talked to multiple people. Almost everybody I've talked to, they tell me they can't even believe it. One doctor that I was talking to couldn't believe I was still able to talk to him. He said there is no way, and I showed him the results and the paperwork I had got, and he said he ain't never seen nobody survive it. So I am very lucky, but so anyways, I kind of forgot where I was at there, but I'm very lucky. I know I am. But when I went back after he told me I was lucky to still be here, he was looking at the images, and he the clots are still there. He did say he found a spot on my lungs that he said if I was any older, if I was in my 60s or something, or 50s or whatever, then he would be concerned that it was cancer. But he said because I'm so young and I did just have this problem, that he feels it's probably just damage that was done. And if it's just damage, then in 6 months, or not 6 months, but 3 months, it should start recovering itself. It'll heal itself. So he set an appointment, and he said he'd come back in 3 months and we'll do more scans. And then if it's the same, if it hasn't changed, then he'll look into it further. But he said he's pretty confident it's just damage, but he can't rule it out yet. And then I did go back and I did more. They took, it was 8 or 10 vials of blood. He wants to try to figure out why it happened, what caused it. And he said the beginning stages of it was what he feels is standing too long. And then I went and I was sitting while driving. So standing too long messes up certain veins or arteries or something in your legs, and then when you sit down, it messes up the other ones, is the way I understood it. But he wants to look into it and find out exactly and be 100% sure what is causing it. And he said he's almost 100% positive I'll be in the same boat for the rest of my life. He said if it happens once, it's gonna happen again. He said that's something I gotta always worry about, and I'll most likely be on the Eliquis the rest of my life. So that really wasn't what I wanted to hear, but I wanted answers. I mean, not knowing is not easy. So I got the answers, some answers. He sent me home. I asked him what I can do, what I can't do. I said, can I do anything? And they said, yeah, you can get up and walk around and try to get some strength back. I said, well, yeah, but can I do anything? And they said, well, you can get up, do exercise, walk around, do things around the house. But they said, do not get cut, no matter what. And if I get cut, this is what the doctor said here when I got back to town. If I was to get cut, I've got to get to the emergency room right away because it's not gonna stop too quickly. So it's another thing I got to worry about. In my reflexes, I'm very slow. I was trying to light a heater the other day and I didn't get one thing. The gas turned off quick enough, and then I didn't move my hand fast enough, and it exploded back, burned my hand. Didn't feel great. Burned in one spot. It burned the skin off, and then all around my hand. I don't really want to show you, but messed it up, and I mean it was pretty bad. It's not. I got to be careful, very careful. Luckily, I do have this cream that I've been getting, a gel stuff, and I put that on there, and it nearly took the pain away right away. So I was glad about that. But that's about all I have. I've got. I don't know what I'm doing next. I haven't even thought about it. I know I'm counting on. I've gotten affiliate links with Amazon that's going to help me to bring some money in. I got some merchandise. I got my coffee cups and all. Speaking of coffee cups, so when I was still driving, I just got these made. So I wanted some nice cards, and I was meaning to make some videos on this. They're metal cards. Just got them made, and then the person that made them for me sent me this in the pack. They sent them to me, mailed them to me. They're out of Missouri. I know that light's it's a glare on that light. I'm moving like it's helping. And then on the back they put our statement on there. So that was really nice of them. And they sent me this little card with it. So I got to give them a shout out. Ozark. I'll read it to you because my memory's a little slipping. Ozark Local is what it's called. But that's one of their cards. And that's the information on them. If y'all want some cards like this made for anything, that's the information there. I don't get no money off of it or nothing. They did me a favor and then just threw that cup in to say thank you. So I just want to shout them out. I appreciate them a lot. Not sure that I'm gonna need those cards ever again, but I got them if I do. I have to drink my coffee. I asked about them. I said, can I have coffee? Is it fine? And they said, yes, it's fine. No big deal. I just have to drink plenty of other liquids also. So I know y'all were going to say something about my coffee drinking. I did ask. But anyways, that's going to be about doing it. I didn't want to make a super long video. One, because my breathing, it's already, I'm pretty winded right now. But I don't know what I'm gonna do next. I have no idea. I'll try to make some more videos and get them out. I'm not exactly sure how I can go around them. I'm probably have to sell my pigs. I can't it's not cheap to keep them fed, and then Haley can't constantly, you know, she's doing it all right now, so I'm probably going to sell them. Don't know exactly what I'm going to do yet, but I'm going to do something, I know. And like I said, I've got some of my merchandise I'm going to still have. I'm going to try to sell more of, get back on it. I've got affiliate links with Amazon. I'm working on getting my store set up. I'm going to try to add the link to it in this video. If I don't get to it, and you do, if you're wondering if I do have links for something, I've got a lot of links for different things, almost a lot of links. But if y'all can reach out to me, a lot of you have my numbers or email or something, and ask me for the link if you want something specific before I can get it put up, and I can send it to you. Then other than that, I talked about before about another deal I'm in, Patriot Switch, and it's actually where I get all our products, our shampoo, soaps, deodorant, hand soaps, a lot of it. That cream that I put on my hand that took the pain away, I get it from them also. I'm gonna try to get some more of that going. Get reach out to some friends with that. I'll have the links posted here. I should have the link in this video too to that. I'll probably have a lady, a good friend that knows a little bit more about it. She'll probably be the one that calls you guys. I'll probably be on the line, but she'll do the talking because it's so hard for me to talk for long periods of time without getting too winded. But if it's not me, it is for me. If it's not, the phone call you get may or may not be me, but it's it's for me. But anyways, I'm gonna go. I'm getting pretty winded and exhausted, but I wanted to give you guys an update, let you know what was going on. I've been texting a few of y'all, and a few of y'all have been checking on me, and I really do appreciate it. But I hope I've got some. I hope I answered y'all's questions, and didn't get too confused. I know I'll get mixed up a lot, so I hope I stayed on track. But anyhow, I'm gonna call it on this one, and I'll catch y'all on the next one. Thank y'all for watching, and if you haven't already, hit the like, subscribe, and leave me a comment. I appreciate y'all. Thank you.